Russian-Canadian member of the protest group Pussy Riot has been flown to Berlin from Moscow for treatment after falling severely ill. Fellow activists say he was poisoned. Pyotr Verzilov was flown to the German capital late Saturday. Verzilov was first hospitalized in Moscow on Tuesday and would remain in intensive care, Pussy Riot members said this week. Maria Alagina, a member of the group, told the Associated Press that Verzilov regained consciousness Friday. Verzilov, his partner Veronika Nikolshina and two other Pussy Riot members served 15-day jail sentences for running onto field in Moscow where soccer's World Cup final was being played in July. Their protest of what they are described as the excessive powers of Russia's police briefly disrupted the match. Earlier, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said reports that Verzilov may have been poisoned are particularly concerning in light of recent allegations that Russian agents were behind an attack in Britain earlier this year. Obviously, this is a situation of concern and I can confirm that Canadian consular officials have reached out to the medical facility in which he is held, Mr. Trudeau told reporters in Saskatoon at a Liberal caucus retreat. I can't go into too many details for family and personal privacy reasons, but we are certainly very engaged with this situation, Mr. Trudeau said. It is of concern, obviously, particularly given actions of recent months by the Russians in the UK, so we are certainly taking this very seriously and working with the individual. But it is too early to draw any conclusions about what has happened or how it has happened. We just know that there's a Canadian who is in the hospital that we need to make sure we're getting support to. Verzilov lived in Canada for several years as a teenager, staying with relatives and attending public schools in Toronto's West End. He attended Toronto's Humberside Collegiate as a grade 9 student in the 2001-02 school year and sang tenor in the junior choir, according to the school's yearbook. At Moscow State University, he met Nadezhda Tolokhannikova, a fellow member of Pussy Riot with whom he had a daughter. Tolokhannikova, a familiar face of Russian opposition who has Canadian permanent residence status, was imprisoned in Russia in 2012 for staging a protest in a cathedral. Her Canadian connections and Verzilov's Canadian passport were mentioned during the 2012 trial. They wanted to show these are foreign spies planted here to cause trouble, Verzilov told the Globe and Mail in a 2013 interview.